Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Gamecocks return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
And you had all day to stew on it, get excited, and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle with a fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for 6. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. To throw, it's Glow. Coming after it. He'll pull it down. And the ball slipped out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese.
And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
From the gun, the ground game. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period.
LSU 7, South Carolina 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Gamecocks get enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They're going to ride this running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Grove. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line them.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. Rides to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Scanning the field, it's Grove. Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To the air, it's Grove. He's got his man. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Okay, ready? LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Throws for the tight end. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
South Carolina, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
With the carry, it's the running back. Gain of 7. Brings up second.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He finds his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
South Carolina, 3.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but Play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking to pass. It's Grove. He's got it. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Second down.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Come on, set. 5, go.
They'll leave it with him. And but not before picking up the first down.
Picks up 9.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Second down.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw. It's Grove. They're bringing heat. He'll throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Got his man down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out.
That makes the score.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll run the toss. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Let's go!
Looking for a man. It's Grove. He wants to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Easy!
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Back to throw, it's Grove. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pulls it in on the right. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it... Back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Combs. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Dances away to buy time. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot.
Fires into traffic, picked off. No, he got loose. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had... with the interception, instead nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. if you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here.
Looking for a deep man. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking for a man. It's Grove. Coming after him. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort